Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. They fought to a split draw.
We'll start over just so I can.
As excited as I am for the potential heavyweight showdown between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, I'm not as excited, but still very much intrigued by the possibility of seeing Canelo Alvarez fight Gennady Golovkin again. What I'm saying to you, Rachel, is that this fight, I think, is going to be good. The rematch, I'm excited about it. But let's talk about the fight before. It was somewhat of a rarity in boxing. We got a split draw. That means we had one guy that thought, we had one person that thought Gennady Golovkin won, one person thought Canelo Alvarez won, and one person had a draw. Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't like that decision. The most vocal contingent are the Gennady Golovkin fans that say, hey, our guy threw and landed more punches. Why isn't he the winner? I don't know. The fight I saw Alvarez landing the cleaner, more effective shots in the majority of rounds. Give me that, and give me a close win for Alvarez, a draw, or if you want to score it close for Golovkin, fine. To me, that says it's a draw, right? That seemed appropriate to me. What do you think about the first fight? How did you interpret what happened in that fight?
So I just have to go based off of like my feelings because I can't really recall the specifics of the fight. As I've said before, I don't have a great memory for sports, regardless of how much I might like a sport.
Rachel, who won the Super Bowl last year?
You know, it's not fair because I just heard somebody say that was the Eagles. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I heard it this morning.
Who won the World Series?
The Astros, right?
Okay, they live in Houston. Okay.
I was like, was that last year or the
year
before? So I don't have a great memory. But, so my feelings about the first Canelo Triple G fight was that it wasn't what I wanted it to be. In that, I've seen Canelo fight and really either take over, or like his defense has been like amazing and his head movement, or like with Triple G, you see him like get in there and then he just like brawls and comes after somebody and destroys them. And I didn't see this, and I think like, you know, you might say, well, Rachel, that's pretty reasonable because these are two of the top guys, and I get that. So we ended up with a fight that was close, and I thought, you know, scoring a draw would be reasonable. So for the next fight, I would be disappointed if these fighters came and I saw the same exact fight again. So, you know, you already fought each other once. Go back to training and be like, what can I do different? How can I make adjustments? And then take a risk. Make those adjustments. Don't get in the ring and do the same thing you did last time and fight in a way that you're protecting yourself at all times. Because then you're not, you know, with risk comes rewards, right? Big risk, big rewards. So yeah, big failures too. So you might get knocked out, but you also might knock out your opponent. I want to see somebody take a risk in this second fight.
The thing that bothers me about the first fight is that I feel like in a lot of the boxing world that expectation sometimes pollutes reality. I think there was an expectation going into the first fight that Gennady Golovkin was going to walk right through Canelo Alvarez. And instead, what happened is over the first course of the fight, Gennady Golovkin tried to walk through Canelo Alvarez, and Alvarez made a miss and hit him clean. Yeah. And the fight was on from there, and it was a tough fight for Golovkin. And people would say, I've seen people say like, yeah, he hit Golovkin clean, and Golovkin kept coming. Well, of course Golovkin's going to keep coming. But Golovkin didn't keep coming like he did against Vanes Martirosyan, because you can't get hit clean like that and keep moving forward. It's the same reason people, when you would watch Floyd Mayweather fight and say like, why didn't this guy just come get Floyd? It's because Floyd's hitting him with lasers clean, and you can't take too many of those. So I hope that going into the rematch, that the judges don't pay attention to any of the media narratives that you see out there from disgruntled people on either side. I hope they just judge the fight for what it is. And then I hope that like fight fans and boxing writers and everybody who just watches the fight just goes into it and enjoys the fight. the first fight, aesthetically speaking, was enjoyable to watch. It was two interesting styles. I thought they both fought well. And like you, I hope that both of them bring their best effort in this fight. I think they had their effort last time, but I hope they take what they've learned about the first fight and let's see a clear winner so that we can have a clear top middleweight in the world. And when we have that top middleweight, finally we can see somebody fight Jamal Charlo. Boom! Jamal Charlo.